there. So, good evening, everybody. I am just doing a quick live here from the kitchen because I wanted to give another little trick for my emotional eaters, avoidance eaters, habitual eaters. Like, so much of it is arming ourselves with the right stuff, right? So I know I talk to people all the time about things like nut butters, peanut butters, almond butters, etc., and chocolate chips. Like, oh, there's certain things I've got to be careful about having in the house because so easily that jar of peanut butter and bag of chocolate chips can just become a nice dessert, right? Okay, so hey, whoever's out there, give me a thumbs up or say hi and let me know where you are. Love knowing where people are tuning in from. So I want to give you guys a little hint here. So often people say to me, all right, Jan, it's not realistic that I'm not going to go for something sweet or have a treat in the afternoon. And that's totally fine. Like, if there are days where what you need is something kind of sweet and fun in the afternoon, sometimes avoiding it just is the worst thing that you can do, because then that's when you end up in the pint of ice cream, right? But if we can arm ourselves with some decent things to satisfy that sweet tooth and to just give us a little something that's portion controlled, well, then it's a win, right? So I was just recently introduced to these amazing gals. I've tagged them in this post, off our rocker cookie ladies, the crazy bakers, I call them. They are local to the Boston area, and you're gonna be seeing them all over the place soon because these two rock. And they have this amazing idea. They call these their little granola stashes, so that rather than taking that bag of granola that comes right and trying to actually come up with a serving, which we all know what that goes to. It's like you end up eating 3 cups. They've made these great little stashettes. Get your little stash, and no preservatives. These are awesome. So, if you're not local to the area, this is something that, look for something like this, a portion controlled treat. Another thing that I love, not a protein bar, but there's so many of these fruit type bars now. So sure, some people might say to me oh, there's a high sugar content on that Larabar. All right, sure, there is, but it's from dates, it's from dried fruit. And my question to you is this: if you are in one of those moods where you're looking for something sweet and no matter what you do, it's going to happen, wouldn't you rather this than the jar of peanut butter and the chocolate chips, right? So it's all about arming ourselves. Hey, Kim, anybody else who's out there? I see we got 4 people on. Give me a thumbs up, give me a hi. I love knowing where everyone's from. So just a quick summary here. If we know that treats are a weakness for us, sure, we want to do our best to moderate them and not have them all the time, but we also want to be realistic. So what are some things that we can do, like a fruit bar, like these fun little stashes of granola? What are things like this? Key, portion control. Larabars, right? Oh, the minis, Kim, yes. Kim just brought up a great point. Larabar now makes these little minis that are almost like brownie bites. So again, another great way to get that little sweet treat in without going into the chocolate chip stash. All right, so I hope you guys found this helpful. I always go back and watch these, go back and read the comments. So if you're watching this on the replay, let me know where you're watching from and let me know what things, like Kim just shared, that you like that are really easy, sweet treats that are portion controlled and that are a healthier version. Kayanne is saying, I dry out fruit in the oven on Sunday during my prep days. Genius, that's awesome. Dried fruit, again, people are gonna say oh, there's a lot of sugar in that. It's better than eating a handful of chocolate chips, right? So great tip, Kayanne, thank you. Anybody else, tips out there, sharing things that you do, I would love to hear, everybody would love to hear, and I'll go in and thank you and give you a shout out. So thanks for tuning in for this little quick live in my kitchen. Hope you guys have a great night. Hope you have a lively night, and I'll see you next time.